2-1. Get Luka a Tums. The Lakers lose in game 3 in extremely disappointing fashion. In a way that I have not been so upset with how they played in a very long time. This was absolutely ridiculous what your Los Angeles Lakers did today. It's not over. Certainly not over. But my goodness, was this game winnable or what? Let's go through it now, guys. We're just going to get right into it. An emotional game on a Friday night. Luka Doncic with the stomach bug, late reported. Absolutely terrible Luka game amid a couple beautiful shots that he hit. And frankly, Austin Reeves looked like he was going to have his best game of the series, and he was awful in the fourth quarter. Rui Hachimura had a great start to this game and was terrible in the fourth quarter. Luka Doncic, stomach bug, Pepto-Bismol Tums, man. God, every single time you see Anthony Edwards with the ball, it's confidence. It's an immense sense of confidence. Neither of these teams are going to win a championship. It's horrible basketball, actually. It's actually terrible basketball because both teams are trying to exploit weaknesses of the other team, right? That is a normal NBA thing to do. But the execution is subpar. Jaden McDaniels apparently averages 27 to 30 for 2 of these games. You know why? Because these guys are wide fucking open. There are moments in these games where it's like, wow, the Lakers, you look like championship level. Like, you look like a championship level defense. You look like a championship level offense when you actually run your shit, when you actually play defense and you have the energy to play defense. But when the going gets tough, this team has exposed themselves over and over and over again. This iteration of the Los Angeles Lakers proving that certain guys can't perform. There are guys that didn't perform tonight, i.e. Luka Doncic, that will perform in another game this series. But a guy like Jackson Hayes, your starting center, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Jumping on every single play he can. It's not going to happen. He is a backup. He is a backup, and that is fine. We are okay with that, but my God, do the Lakers wish they had a guy like Mark Williams right now. There's no rim pressure. There's no resistance. There's no strength. There's no physicality. It only is there when you are inspired because you lost one on your home court. The bench, they are good. I really like the bench, but you need a bench scorer. You need to play someone else, man. Like, there is a key stretch in this game where the Lakers lost it, and it's not in the fourth quarter where they actually did lose it by the score, but they lost in the third because, my God, Vando, why are we fouling and jumping all the time? You have long been the best defender on this Lakers team for the last 2 years when healthy. But he just looked terrible today because he's jumping for joy. He's jumping for no reason. He's playing indisciplined basketball. Rui Hachimura, after a strong start, is also playing undisciplined basketball, just not taking the shots when they're there, making delayed decisions, getting yourself in spots where the other team is hitting the ball out. You are potentially not helping yourself right now because you're not even taking the mid-ranges anymore. The thing Rui is actually good at, he's not even taking his middies anymore. He's just shooting threes and making weird decisions with the ball. Austin Reeves, my favorite player in the NBA, my absolute favorite motherfucker in this NBA, just looked soft in the second half. And he will probably say that in the postgame. We weren't physical enough. We didn't care enough. You wasted a LeBron James 38-point barrage. The Lakers have not got this in so long. The Lakers have not got a LeBron game like this in a very long time, not since the injury for sure. And before that, it was like the Denver game. In the comments on TikTok, I'm seeing a lot. Luka needs to hurry up and get healthy. I agree. Give this guy a Tums. Please, someone. Give him a Pepto-Bismol. Stomach bug? Did you eat out in Minnesota? Don't we know this is not a cardinal, like, it's a cardinal sin to eat out in the city that you're playing in, man? Is that what happened? You let someone fuck with your food? How are you getting a stomach bug in the playoffs? I'm still not over how unplayable some of these players look in moments. You like certain games, this team looks so fluid. They look like they are a team. They look like a well-oiled machine. But then there are other games that you get so frustrated because it's like, why are you playing like this? Why is Luka Doncic in the game in the third quarter when he didn't start the half? Well, because one, you have to play him. Obviously, he's Luka Doncic. No, obviously. But the effort he's giving out there on defense and the way he's moving should just tell you. It should just tell you we can't win a playoff game having him play 9 straight minutes. Play him for a couple minutes and then sub him out and play some defense, man. Jordan Goodwin was playing defense, didn't finish the game for whatever reason. Just because you feel that you have to go back to your starters at the end of games, put you in a terrible position in this game. And by you, we all know it's JJ Redick. JJ Redick, who's been one of the best coaches in the league. I feel he's been given an amazing chance to at least win a couple series. If your guys are jumping on the first pump fake all season long since this team has existed this year, they have been jumping on every first pump fake all year. How have we not addressed that? Have we not thought about maybe how about not jumping? How about injecting basketball IQ into your whole team? Don't give me the practice excuse. On the plane, you can literally talk to your guys. Hey, how about let's not go back to Minnesota and then just keep jumping on everything. Jackson Hayes, Vando, Rui. Rui and Dorian and Vando blocked a shot together in the first half. That was championship level defense. They blocked one together. Dorian altered many shots. I thought his defense was good. He honestly played well. He needed to hit a couple more threes. But your guys that you're riding with in Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, you see the 40-year-old has 38. Take advantage of that. For once. Don't just let one guy go off and then you're settled and that's your day. Had a really good chance to win this game in Minnesota. Game 3, Friday night. You let Anthony Edwards get far too many momentum plays. It was so easy for him in certain points. The Lakers guarded him so well on a few possessions, but then it became so easy for Anthony Edwards. Like Dante DiVincenzo and Naz Reid are just open the whole game. DiVincenzo isn't hitting as much, but Naz Reid's going to. As we talked about in all the lives before this, every single night when we talk Lakers basketball, what can't you do? You can't leave Naz Reid open, and he's open all the time. The principles at least need to be executed. Roster Foster, man, you need to execute the principles. And you can't say this was a Tony Brothers game. There was no way we were going to win it. Yeah, there were a couple Tony Brothers fouls that I thought were horseshit, but there were some other fouls that I thought we got that were generous. And you have to take advantage of that. I agree. See, the thing with Ant cannot... here, we'll start talking about the comments. Zetterly says, Ant cannot be allowed to facilitate. Otherwise, it's wraps. The issue is, he's being allowed to facilitate. He's being allowed to drive. And when Luka is on him, he is sagging off. This is like the prime athlete's dream. It's his dream. He loves the coverage he's getting right now. He can be patient and score. He'll drive and kick. Yeah, I agree. He's gotten much better as a drive and kicker this year. Much better. Yeah, lack of depth is evident. Lack of depth for sure is evident, but you're playing 8 to 9 guys. Every team is playing 8 guys. Minnesota's playing 8 guys. Only reason you'd ever get to 9 is the injuries or the calf cramp. It's just DiVincenzo and Naz Reid are probably two of the four best players off the bench in the NBA. Both starter quality players. But it's not like DiVincenzo outplayed you, right? It's that Jaden McDaniels had the easiest shots of his life. Anthony Edwards had the easiest path to success in his career. And my goodness, when will the Lakers remember Naz Reid is probably their second best scorer? I feel like we've, as a community, we have known this for a while. Naz Reid is the Timberwolves X factor. Yeah, and Hayes played 9 minutes. His 9 minutes were absolutely disgusting. I don't know why he thinks he needs to jump on every first pump fake, guys. I don't get it. I hope some of you that are going to go play basketball right now or tomorrow or whatever, Saturday morning hoops, don't jump on every first pump fake, man. They teach you this in high school. They teach you. Oh, man. Bro, Luka didn't even score 18. Yeah. Stomach bug was affecting him, but my God. His decision making tonight. We can talk about Luka Doncic's decision making a lot. I don't fault him fully for everything. I think he shouldn't have just been in half of the third quarter. I think we all can agree on that. But the decision making, like the normally his dribbling will lead to something good, but if you're moving slow, get the ball to Austin, get the ball to LeBron. With 4:37 to go, when Rui fouls, gets blown by, misses, turns the ball over and misses, it's because that was the option that was open. It's not the option you wanted. It's the option that they gave you. And the Lakers didn't take control of the offense. They didn't take control of the game in the second half. First half was fine. But even then, they should have been up 15. The Lakers missed so many free throws and committed so many turnovers that we're just like pure head scratchers. Why are you making this play in the NBA playoffs? It's the NBA playoffs. It's not it's not a regular game. Lakers will tie in game 4. Believe that? I hope so. OKC and Memphis have played every other day. Lakers getting 2 days off every game. Yeah, with that 2 days off, you should look better defensively. But obviously personnel is an issue when it comes to defense. Lakers only have 3. No, they have a nice 7. I think Minnesota's deeper, but the Lakers have a good 7. But they need an above average big and an above average wing defender, and they don't have either of those things. They just have average of both and below average big. I didn't see what they said about Luka. Lakers taking next game. Yeah, no, I would not doubt that the Lakers will come out in game 4 and Luka Doncic looks healthy and goes for 35 again. Don't get me wrong. But is LeBron giving you 38 again off that kind of shooting? That kind of shooting is a rhythm thing. LeBron's rhythm comes a lot less than it used to. He will drive, he will kick, he will play good defense and rebound because he is still so good at all of those things. But will he shoot like that again? You cannot guarantee it. Play connect. I'm seeing a lot of play connect. My brother agrees with you guys. Yeah, LeBron only took over because Luka couldn't. I agree. Yeah, they should have kept feeding LeBron with 4:37 to go. I'm not always of that belief that it should go to him. I think Austin Reeves is the Lakers' best clutch player, but he missed a free throw in the clutch. Like, what are we... Austin Reeves, of all people, the best free throw shooter on the team, is missing a free throw in the clutch. LeBron is splitting free throws. Vando is splitting free throws. I don't even want to look at the stats because after watching every possession of this damn basketball game, stats mean nothing besides what you got from LeBron James. And that is crazy to say. Goodwin also split free throws and missed a wide open layup. I forgot to talk about that. Austin Reeves missed a layup. LeBron missed a layup. You made so many mistakes that NBA players cannot make. Luka split free throws one time. Reeves split his free throws. Rui didn't get to the line. Dorian didn't get to the line. Gabe played well. I thought Gabe didn't play enough. How is Gabe Vincent not considered to finish the game when he's a much better defender than any guard you have? There are games that you might have to sub out one of your stars. The Warriors fucking sub out Steph Curry on a possession for defense, put in GP2, and then they'll put him right back in. We can execute that. We are not some below average franchise all of a sudden. We can do that. We can sub the guy out for a few possessions and put the other guy in. That is possible. That is a thing that is available to you. And you know why I know it's available to you? Because you called so many timeouts tonight. There's a timeout after every start of every run. Wow, that's so sick. You look like Ty Lue. Sub defense for offense. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. This is about adjustments in the core moments of the game. And I know he'll be better, but the core moment adjustment, you just can't teach it at ESPN. You can't teach it as a player. You have to do it in the playoffs. You have to do it in the playoffs. And I know they can do it, which is why it's so disappointing. You show flashes of brilliance, basketball brilliance, because of the talent level that you have. But then other games, it's like you're disrespecting the game in crucial moments. And that has been the biggest frustration of the Lakers with AD and now with Luka, because this is the culture. Lakers in 5 is not possible anymore. Why aren't you a Timberwolves fan? It's funny. I have family in Minnesota. I actually am so unhappy with seeing how easy it is for Minnesota. Because in the games that they win, the Lakers just are making life beautiful. Everyone on Minnesota tonight had a positive plus minus. Everyone. Guys, I'm not exaggerating when I'm saying this. Every single player on the Timberwolves had a positive plus or minus that played. And the Lakers were up for roughly 2.5 quarters. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. How many turnovers? 21 assists. I'm capping. 16 turnovers to 8. You couldn't force more than 8 turnovers. The defense was soft, and we all know that. I don't love just being like, oh, you're soft. They're in the NBA. I'm a lot softer. But my God, you're in the NBA, in the playoffs. This is not the regular season. You were the number 1 defense for a month. Show it. And if you can't be number 1, at least resist. At least go out swinging. These Lakers don't swing. These Lakers are laughing with the other team. Yes, I understand when you're so talented. It's easy to enjoy basketball and appreciate the moment. I'm all for that. Appreciate the moment. It's the playoffs. It's awesome. Who knows what can happen to you? Great. But this is serious. This is serious stuff. Closing out to your guy and not getting there in time, that's on you, the players. I've ripped into JJ Redick enough. That is on you, the players, to get in a fucking stance and understand that you're going to feel pain tomorrow, but tomorrow is tomorrow. That's not today. Feel this pain in this defensive stance for the 24 seconds that you get a break from when you go to play offense. Go do it again, because this is what you're paid to do. This is what you've proven you can do in the past. But because you maybe didn't condition yourself well enough, maybe didn't just put in the right prerequisite effort to give your all in that moment, you're lost. The game's lost. And that's on every single perimeter defender on the Lakers tonight. Dorian Finney-Smith and Gabe, I honestly, they played the best defense on the team. Jared Vanderbilt played great defense in the first half. I'm not over those silly, dumb fouls in the third quarter. I'm not. That's just low IQ. For a guy that, when he came to Los Angeles, he played his first game in Golden State. He looked like the highest IQ player on the court that day. steals, layups, euro steps, lobs, intelligence, reading the passing lanes. The special gameplay of Vando just wasn't there. And instead, he made it worse by fouling. And yeah, I agree, Rui fouled a lot. Rui also. $17 million a year. The guy that you look like you can't win without him when he is making his shots. But you 5 fouls. And they're soft fouls. Luka's foul on the after getting stripped from Gobert, soft foul. Soft and one. I'm not over the Lakers just playing the worst transition defense in NBA history tonight. Every time a motherfucker saw Jaden McDaniels, they fouled him. And he made it because it was the softest, most light tap on an arm we have ever seen. We have ever seen. It's embarrassing because you're so talented. Because you can do so much. And you have proven you can do so much. But then in moments you look like you just don't give a shit. And I know that's probably what JJ Redick has been yelling at these guys post-game. Why aren't you giving a shit? Someone show me that you give a shit besides LeBron James tonight. And even then, in LeBron's amazing 38-10 4 game. Some of the worst drives I've seen still, but he adjusted. He adjusted. He started going hard to his right hand. He stopped this attempt at Rudy stuff. They played Rudy off the damn floor. That's how good the Lakers were playing. But then you're just leaving Naz Reid wide open. Julius Randle wide open. When Anthony Edwards has the ball, you're switching so willingly. So willingly. Yeah, let's switch. All right, Luka, go try again. Obviously, the percentages will line up. Luka will start with a couple stops on Ant, and it'll look amazing in those stretches. But if you think you're going to rely on that, and feasibly try and win the game, and your doubles look so soft that every team in the NBA can pass out of them, then what's the point? What's the point of playing basketball? What's the point of trying to win a game? I'm hurt with this team, bro. I agree. This Lakers team plays hurtful basketball. They play an emotional brand of basketball. They have always done this for years. It's the Lakers. Obviously, it's emotional. They are the greatest show in the league. That's why the ratings have been up. They have Luka Doncic, understood. Love this team since birth. I'm not going to stop loving this team. But when you're watching the gameplay, you have to, you have to take it with every single possession matters. Like, you shot 42.5% from 3 tonight and lost. 42. They only shot 36. You know how often that happens? Not very often for any NBA team in the playoffs to shoot 42.5% from 3. Especially this Lakers team that has some of the best shooters in the NBA and then some of the worst. 49 rebounds you have, but they have 52. The other day you had 36 rebounds in game 1. So you got better there, but they still had more. They assisted the ball 24 times. That's the game. 3 more assists than you. You know why? The defense just breaks down. The defense just breaks down with such ease. I feel like I should be watching OKC Memphis a little more to see if it's that easy for them too in a 50-point game. Drive and kick masterpiece, Colin. I agree. Turnovers and fouls also. I completely agree. T-Boogs, I completely agree. Think we should change something up in our lineup or something, TBH. TOs and fouls are really bad. I agree. I did not agree before that, but I feel until this game, because if Jackson Hayes is deemed unplayable and you start with Dorian, you'll start better on offense, but you will rebound worse. We need to get rid of Rui and Hayes. TBH, we need length. That's a conversation we can have for like an hour about the Lakers offseason movements. But when we get to the offseason, we'll talk about that. Because obviously that's important if the Lakers can't get past Minnesota. But I'm not of the belief that they will lose this series in game 4 and 5. I don't think they'll lose game 4 necessarily. One, because I think that's a game, let's be honest, that's a game that everyone would like to see the Lakers win, except for Minnesota fans, because put the Lakers in a long series, ratings go up, they get tired for round 2 because they have their best player tonight was 40 years old, and they have no big. So when they get to the later rounds, they will get exposed, and it will be funny for the entire internet. It will be so embarrassing, right? It will be the perfect story for the Lakers to somehow go 7, get to the next round, and get embarrassed, or the third, or the fourth, whatever it may be, because their defense is abysmal. And then you just take them all out in the media. This is how it works. This is the Lakers script. You either do that, or you get it, or you show up and show that defense that you showed in the first half of this Luka stretch. The first half of this Luka stretch was phenomenal, but it was the regular season. You were beating a lot of 500 plus teams, for sure. But Jackson Hayes had a run that when will he ever have that run again? He's not going to have it against 4-time Defensive Player of the Year Rudy Gobert, who gets played off the series by everyone else on the team. Rui looks lost a lot. I agree. Rui looks lost a lot. The decision, I think, to put a bow on the frustration, the decision-making of this team is that of a lower IQ basketball team. Overall decision-making, that is a low IQ game that they put together today. Even like LeBron's threes are absolutely sensational. But then on the fourth one, he thought he was going to shoot it before and the ball slipped. It could have been a bad pass, could have been a bad catch, whatever. They're just not focused. They're not putting in the focus and effort and locked inness in these games. And they play, some of the guys play scared. Some of the guys play overzealous. Some of the guys just foul. Yeah, I agree. He should have sat some of those plays in the third. Yeah, Hayes isn't a starter. Agreed. He is a backup. He's proving that. The fact that people don't understand how much defense is needed to win any playoff game. Absolutely, Lee. Absolutely. I think I have such a passion for this because I got grilled on defense all the time. But they did the trade the future, but not this year. They need a defender, period. Yeah. They need a Matisse Thybulle. They need an Onyeka Okongwu, but like a 7-2 version. And then maybe we can talk about contender. Right now, even though roster-wise, yes, roster building is my favorite thing in the world. The players are better than this, and this iteration of the Lakers needs to respect the game of basketball and go out there and kick some ass on game 4. You don't get the right to play like this again. Otherwise, half of these motherfuckers are getting traded. I don't think we all want to see that. I think there's a belief in this unit that can do something, maybe not championship, but there's something that they can do that is special. They can win a series if they don't get in their own way. Don't get in your own way, Lakers. And I know that's probably the topic of conversation tonight. Gabe Vincent, I need 24 minutes out of you, man. In a game where Luka Doncic is throwing up 6 of 16, 2 of 8 from 3, minus 16, good defensive possessions and some really bad ones. Like how Vince says Luka trying to blame hearing a whistle and stop on defense joke. I was so confused. It's like when you're the guy who's getting back on defense in 2K, but you just turn the controller off so you don't waste your energy, even though that was a layup that was defendable. Jaden McDaniels was so shocked about how he was so wide open. I don't think they should start Dalton Connect over Rui. Not yet. Dalton Connect is not strong enough. Rui at least played decent defense in the first 3 quarters. They're really not locked in, bro. They don't care, it seems sometimes. I agree. I think they win game 4. But there's a lot of game 3 film to go through. Luka has no defense. LeBron will try something. I mean, I think when LeBron retires, they'll find a way to build out a better roster. But I think this roster is good enough to at least win tonight. At least tonight, man. Yeah, Lakers could use a Caruso, obviously. Vando was supposed to be that, and he instead was fouling. And as someone that loves Jared Vanderbilt, to a degree that I've defended him so much, I would like to see much better execution from Jared Vanderbilt in game 4. The execution was subpar. Overall, subpar. Middle school level execution in moments. Yeah, we are a better talented team, but maybe not at the margins, but my God. They act like they're so much worse. They play so scared. Yeah, I mean Randall is actually a good fit for this series because he can guard a little. He can guard a little. We dance with the ball too much, way too much. It's a lot of pound, 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 dribble, dribble, dribble. Would be a different series with Mark Williams. I agree, but you can't look in the past. Got to see what's happening now. What's up with Rui, Bryson? Man, I think he presses triangle too much, Bryson. He presses triangle, taps square, and he is not pressing X. And when he presses X, it is a turnover. 3 turnovers, 5 fouls. That's more than he had rebounds and assists. Shot the ball well in the first half, but the fear that he played with in the fourth quarter was loud. Fearful. Jaden McDaniels, I think he has longer than a 7-foot wingspan, doesn't he, Rogan Way? He is like, yeah, clueless tonight. Some of these guys agreed. We need to grab boards. Oh my God, yeah, the rebounding is disgusting. Yeah, see, I agree, Jacob. His shot is so slow. That is one thing where I can like understand why. Sorry, wow, I didn't see it. These messages are going fast. Let me see your message. Wait, say it again, bro. Say it again. My bad. Bronze 3 was under a minute. That's the one shot he got at with 4:37 left, bro. That was crazy. That was crazy work. No bench compared to the Wolves. They have a good bench, but DiVincenzo and Reed clear everyone. DiVincenzo and Reed, as I said, are 2 of the top 4 guys off the bench in the league right now. Rui changed after becoming a starter. He was a dog off the bench. He started against Memphis when he went crazy. Or no, did Vando start and he came and did that? Or no, I think Rui did start. LeBron's 3 threes in a row was impressive. I agree. That's a huge part of my frustration tonight. You wasted a LeBron James 38-point masterpiece. 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Like you got 4 stocks from LeBron. Come on, man. How many turnovers from your guards? 5 from Luka because he's just careless. Luka is not speaking to the media tonight, per the Lakers and Jovan Buha. Right now, not speaking to the media. Fine. Get better for game 4, man. I don't care about talking to the media. Get better for game 4 right now. But take some accountability in game 4 and play some defense. That's what accountability is. Accountability is not telling the media, oh, I fucked up tonight. It's go show us in game 4 why you're a top 5 player in the league. Yo, Ken, bro, your name is Wow on here. Duro turned Bollywood. That's hella funny. I didn't even know that was you, bro. I didn't see your message though. Ball carrier all night. Lakers defense cooked. Peace, Ken, bro. Love you, bro. Luca's diet and that's crazy. Luca's diet. Lakers lost, bro. They did. For her. Oh, I see it now. For Harambe, bro. That's hilarious. Luca's eating street burritos before the game. No wonder he got the stomach flu, bro. For real. For real. If Luca wasn't sick, y'all would have had this game. I totally agree. Even though he was sick, I thought he would win. I thought we would win. I thought we had a good chance to win. I didn't think we would win. Let me rephrase that. I thought we gave ourselves a chance to win the basketball game and stopped giving a shit because who the hell knows why. Yeah. Why are we doubling Ant like he's going to end our lives? Naz Reid, someone tweeted this. Naz Reid 3 or Ant dunk? The Ant dunks didn't do anything for the momentum. It was the threes that just sunk your heart. Watching the Lakers play stresses me out. Tell me about it. My blood pressure has gone up immensely tonight, bro. Yeah, agreed. Austin Reeves should have stepped up more. Like, bro, you're the third option. I totally agree. I totally agree. Need a better Austin game. 20 points is good, but not good enough. I need a 30 from Austin. It's been not one this series, not even 25, I don't think. I think he's averaging like 17 in the series, or 18. Rui Hachimura, get ready to become trilingual. Yeah, Ant does pump fake 24/7. Can't fall for every single fucking pump fake, man. Jackson Hayes, Vando, Rui. God. They need a full pump fake practice. Go find a gym in Minnesota. Go find a gym in Minnesota and just have Bronny, Shake Milton, have these motherfuckers just pump fake the whole time and just dribble like Anthony Edwards and just mock him. And then someone be Naz Reid and pretend the shot is going in every fucking time because you can execute that and work on the damn pump fakes. My God. They just fall for every pump fake, guys. I have not seen a team that can show championship potential like this and then just make childlike mistakes. I'm a Wolves fan. It was Braun versus Wolves. Yep. I'd rather Ant beat us scoring than his passing. Yeah. Unfortunately, Ant has become a much better passer. Yeah. Facts, Jacob. Yeah. He did get fried by McDaniels, Noah. Vando literally just jumping for joy all the time. All the time. The TOs killed us. It was all... Dude, the turnovers were so loud. The turnovers were depressing turnovers because it's like, why are you trying that? Why are you also then like not getting back? The early throwheads just destroyed you. Like there's a possession that the 5 Lakers, after Vando missed the free throw, 5 Lakers are just... And Minnesota's all the way over here. And then Vando gets back, easy and one for McDaniels. Shannon ain't beating the allegations. Luka eats his meals at gas stations. Wolves in 5. Yeah, man had some sushi. Can't handle Jaden McDaniels. You know, funny story. The Lakers drafted Jaden McDaniels. And then traded him for Schroeder. And just got the revenge that he wants more than you guys. He does want it more. Too many standing around on offense. Yep. Boring ass offense, bro. Careless to Vando out of bounds. Yeah. Oh my. Good call out, Jacob, because I almost didn't talk about it. I almost didn't remember. I had blocked it out of my memory because it made me so angry when Vando holding the ball out. Guys, let's all be Vando right now. holding the ball out on the rebound. I'm falling out of bounds for whatever reason, because I want to, because I would like to fall out of bounds, and just loses it. Hey, Jaden McDaniels, did you want the ball? I know we're former teammates. Did you want the ball, actually? Jaden, you cool with the ball? Oh, and I'm going to foul you. Remember, I'm your teammate. Ridiculous. Careless, too. He's like the Vando out of bounds. One Luka being careless. Yep, that was careless. Very careless. Didn't he? How does someone in the NBA not know that you're going to get a Jose Alvarado behind you when they have missed the shot? Like, I think anyone that misses a shot and goes for their O board is almost obviously certainly going to go for the steal. So you're just dribbling wide open so he could just take it from you. Sick, man. Lakers got no defense. Wolves in 6. Wolves in 5. Luka so soft, then gave up the and one. Y'all are sorry. Guys, I want you to know this is great motivation for me. So thank you for saying all this Wolves stuff. Appreciate that. But I'm not on the team. I'm not on the team. So when will these highly talented players show us what? Bro, I will throw a lob to Braun. I'm telling you, bro. No, but for real. For real. Chat. Don't get me off track here. This is hilarious. Luka gonna come back and drop 60. Watch. You know what? At this point, he better. These Rui comments are killer. I can't say all of them because we're also live on YouTube, but they are really funny. NGL, whenever McDaniels drops 20 plus for us, we went, yeah, McDaniels X Factor. McDaniels X Factor. Would the Lakers love having a Jaden McDaniels right now? I think the Lakers, if they could turn Rui and Vando into one guy, it would be what Jaden McDaniels has been playing like. And that's with more confidence than what those two have. That boy definitely been hooping. He's a hooper. The Euro steps tell you he's a hooper. He just sometimes plays a little unintelligent, like the Lakers. But we all have unintelligent moments. I understand that. You can ask the 5 I run with. I have my moments. I'm not saying everyone should play perfect. But god damn it, guys, this is the NBA playoffs. This is the NBA playoffs. Rudy Gobert was 0 of 0. 0 of 0 and still a +3. He only had 3 rebounds. Jaden McDaniels, 13 of 22. And you know what's interesting about that game? He made 12 twos. 12 twos. And you know those twos were easy, and a couple of them were post fades. 12 2-point field goals for Jaden McDaniels. It's sickening. It's sickening. Absolutely sickening. 30 points again. 5 rebounds. 2 steals. Anthony Edwards, 2 steals. Rudy Gobert, 2 steals. Julius Randle, 1 steal. Mike Conley, 1 steal. Dante DiVincenzo, 1 steal. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 1 steal. Steals are guaranteed possession. 50 points in the paint. Absolutely. That paint defense is, it ain't second round. It ain't first round defense. It's Memphis Grizzlies paint defense. And they have Jaren Jackson. And Memphis is actually a better interior defensive team. That's more the threes that they give up. But you know what my point is. Boy says if the Lakers go to the finals matchup with the Celtics, you think they could win? So this has been a hot discussion topic for a lot of Lakers Nation. But frankly, I don't want to admit it, but it might be embarrassing. It could be embarrassing, but Lakers Celtics, you never know. You never know. That's something that could be different. But when you look at the structure of this team and the way they are playing currently, it is not good. It is subpar. It is low IQ. And their give a shitness wavers. And that's not a championship thing. That's not championship. I've seen too many Kobe championship teams. I've seen the 2020 LeBron championship team. We've all watched the Warriors dynasty that they created. We've all seen Miami's run. We've all seen Cleveland. We've all seen Milwaukee. We've seen the Spurs. And those championship teams had a bravado. They had an energy. They had a toughness. And they had something special that no one else had. And right now, that's what Boston has. Still, 2 years back to back. The Lakers have something really special when it comes to their guard talent, but the full team isn't put together well. And then at the same point, this version of them still can do something, and they're not giving the prerequisite effort to succeed on a game-to-game basis. They're just making things harder for themselves, I think, is the biggest frustration for anyone that is paying attention closely to these games and on the side of Los Angeles, because you give yourself such a good chance to win, but then you just throw it away for an unthinkable reason. Like, it doesn't make sense why you would throw it away. Like, it doesn't make sense why the value that the other teams are giving games, like, why you don't share that same value. You win this game, you are in the driver's seat of the series. Obviously, no one wins the series until game 5. Obviously, especially if the Lakers go tie it up 2-2. 2-2. Game 5 is the most important game in the NBA. We all know this. But by the time you're at game 5, you'll be down 3-1 if you play like this in game 4. And then you're asking a 40-year-old and a not peak shape 26-year-old and a not peak physical shooting guard at 24 years old. You're asking those three to withstand a 7-game series and then go on to the next one. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. If I have no proclamations, but I just don't know about this team. I just don't know. I don't know because of their own decision making. The controllables. It's always the controllables with the Lakers. They don't control what they can control at a very high level on a game-to-game basis. This offseason, Luka needs to practice nothing but defense. Absolutely, Noah. Absolutely. Next games must win. No big is an issue. Yep, Jukes. Lakers might be done. Go down 3-1, it's over. For sure. For sure. Yeah. A championship team, it's more pieces. Like, that is for sure. Boston's pieces are insane. But you have to think, and they got the 6th man of the year. So if you don't have an elite bench, at least you have to have the 6th man of the year, right? Lakers won with Lamar Odom as the 6th man of the year. Yeah, still got fried and get someone blown by him. Yeah, he gets blown by a lot. We're gonna be okay. It's must win next game. Absolutely must win, but this game was winnable. That's all we're saying. This game was winnable. Braun got to take a pay cut. He probably will if he wants to stay in the NBA. I think the reason being, I think he wants more talent on this team, and I think everyone in Lakers Nation knows they need more talent. You have Reeves on a $13 million contract. You are lucky. You need to go get a big and a wing. And you need to up your ceiling. That's what Boston did. They got Drew Holiday no matter the emotions. Trade the guy no matter the emotions, Anthony Davis, right? So no matter the emotions, you got to go upgrade your ceiling. And we'll talk about that when the offseason comes. Lakers need a big man and tall guard who can shoot too. Jokic, please request a trade. If Jokic does that, the Lakers are winning 6 championships. But that defense would be the worst in the league, but it might be the greatest offense the world's ever seen. We won't make it small ball with a bad bench. Agreed. Agreed. If we were playing the Warriors or the Rockets or the Grizzlies or the Clippers, I think we'd fare better. But Minnesota's strong and physical and very athletic. Wolves are a bad matchup to. Yeah, they are one of the worst matchups for the Lakers. I don't know how people thought it was a good matchup for the Lakers because of just Gobert. Yeah, you play Gobert off the floor, but come on, bruh. There's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to the game. You have to win in 3 levels. Also, I didn't know you can enlarge the chat. Now I would have seen Ken's message, bro. That's crazy. I might be a boomer. Maybe. It's crazy because we were tied for so long. We were up for a long time, and then we were tied with 4:37 to go, and then I was fried. I agreed. Yeah, Reeves was disappointing in the clutch. Missed a free throw. Didn't really see much from him. Everyone was bad on defense in the clutch. Agreed. Minnesota in 5, low key. I hope not. LMAO, y'all out of here, Lakers. Reeves was horrible tonight. He was just horrible in the fourth. That's the issue. The fourth quarter execution was sad. Do you think LeBron Luka fit is good? It's great. It's great, but they're not looking like they're working together as much as they were in the beginning. Like, why aren't we throwing the ball ahead? Well, like, you know why? Actually, I know why we're not throwing the ball ahead. We're not throwing the ball ahead because we're not rebounding the basketball at a high rate. We don't have an elite rebounder. Ultimately, you can't leak if you don't have a goated center. Like, that's what it comes down to. If you don't have a center that can get rebounds and hit your outlets, tough. Your opinions are good so far. That's funny. I appreciate that, bro. Reeves has really disappointed me. Yeah, same. Thought Reeves was going to go off. See, there was no way Reeves was going to go off this series with Jaden McDaniels and Anthony Edwards on him, but the game he was having tonight made it seem he was going to go off, but then didn't give you anything in the fourth. With Luka being out, we needed Reeves to step up, man. Luka, when Luka was out, Reeves and LeBron played really well together. Yeah, Luka's sickness was the number one factor for his gameplay, for sure. For sure. But certain habits he needs to clean up, sick or not. We might have to just sit Hayes and start DFS. Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier, Jacob. I think it's sad, but I think I agree. I hate we try to force foul calls so much. It's annoying. Yep, very annoying. Not going to lie, the Wolves need to trade Gobert. They're so much better without. Yeah, I think they should trade Gobert to either, if they want to get Giannis, use them as one of the contracts and get hella first, but they don't have enough. But I would like to see Gobert and Wemby together. So San Antonio can take a trade, but they might have bigger and better things on their sites. I will never slander Austin Reeves. No, I love Austin in general. I was saying this to start the show. He's my favorite player in the NBA on the Lakers. He proves that you don't need elite athleticism to be absolutely good at the game of basketball. But one thing he has proven, vice versa, is just because you can stay with the point guard doesn't mean you can guard any other position. He needs to get in the weight room. He needs to get in the weight room. He just gets bodied too much out there. And Luka Doncic needs to get on the track, Reeves in the weight room, and on the track with him. Those two, if they're going to be your future at guard, they better get more athletic and more physical and do what they can do to maximize their athleticism, because I know they can. With their God-gifted ability and their talents, they can maximize their games to a completely different level in the gym. I agree. Love's favorite player, Reeves' favorite player, absolutely. LeBron will refuse to go down 3-1. I hope so. I hope you can get another LeBron game like this, but you're asking a lot from him for that. I loved Goodwin's minutes tonight. I totally agree, Jacob. He was the best role player who played off the bench. No, I take that back. It was Gabe. It was Gabe and Dorian. I can't disrespect those two. They were great. Goodwin played great, though, except for the missed layup. The missed layup pissed me off. He should have made it. Really should have made it. He's a highly talented guy. I think he just gets a little scared sometimes. You saw that in the Boston game, and you saw that tonight in Minnesota on offense. But he made a nice mid-range off a catch. Lakers stink. Cap. 3 rebounds as a center is wild. Yeah, the Lakers played Gobert off the floor and made him play on the perimeter, so I'm not surprised he only had 3 rebounds. And they never pass to him when he's wide open under the hoop. Like, never. Never. Anthony Edwards sees him and never passes to him under the hoop. Genuinely, though, I feel like the Lakers win this series. They're Western Finals bound for sure. I believed you before when I thought they might play Memphis. Minnesota provides a completely different challenge. Reeves just gets out bullied sometimes. I hate it, bro. Yep, that's a weight room thing, and I know he'll work on his game, but he's gonna have to either find a way to fit in less golf and lift more. His body is what it is, and that's fine. And he's a great athlete, but he needs to become an elite athlete if they want to win championships. Like, at least maximize your body, right? That's something we can all do. Wolves in 5. They need to be in there with Braun. Agreed. Put them all, like, Braun should just teach them their regimen at this point. If Houston wins, Lakers have such a free round 2. Agreed. The Lakers match up really well with Houston. But this round is going to take everything out of them. It's going to take everything out of them. Win, lose, or draw. It's going to take no draw possible, obviously, but it's going to take everything out of them. Minnesota's physicality and athleticism is spectacular, but it's not so spectacular that you have to leave guys wide open and make poor decisions. Lakers need to trade Rui, Hayes, and maybe Gabe Vincent. Maybe, but who are you getting? Hayes is also a free agent. Rui and Vincent could, in theory, get you Nicholas Claxton, but what happens to your bench? You don't have your pick this year. So what happens to your bench? You have to get guys for the minimum. I think they have to get Steven Adams for the minimum, or half MLE I would give him. I think they should target Steven Adams and Larry Nance Jr. For sure. Those are very key kind of players that they need. Him and Braun both missed those types of layups. Yep, Braun and Goodwin missed the layups. Jackson Hayes has just been disappointing ever since his few-week stretch, baby Plut. Ever since his couple weeks of success in pick and roll, Luka finding him in the middle, dunking, catching lobs, blocking shots, altering shots, rebounding. That was a 2-week stretch, and I have not seen it since. And in fact, he just jumps way too much for my liking, and I'm really not excited when he is on the basketball court because I know he will jump and foul someone. And then it's free throws and it's free points. He's a subpar decision maker, and that's not going to help the Lakers get any sort of traction in this series. If Lakers win, Timberwolves low-key they're on the struggle path. People are saying Lakers versus refs. Like, what? No. Not tonight, guys. This was not Lakers versus refs. Maybe one bad call all night that actually mattered, and it has nothing to do with the way you played. Nothing to do with not being able to get by guys. Nothing to be able to do with leaving guys wide open. Can't wait for the offseason. We need a bench and a center. Yeah, I think the offseason is where you raise your ceiling on this roster and not have to put so much of a strain on your 3 best guys. But ultimately, your 3 best guys have to be your 3 best guys on both sides of the floor, don't they? Kawhi Leonard plays defense. Harden, they hide him, but he plays defense. You know, when the Nuggets are losing because Jokic is getting exposed in the middle. Defense is key, guys. Defense is everything. And that's the theme of tonight. That's the theme of this Lakers team. Yeah, the last 3-point attempts were very embarrassing to watch, Pilot. Very. Can't wait for an off. Yeah, okay, saw that. He is not a good man. He misses a lot of shots. I have a couple good games. That's it. I don't know who you guys are talking about. Edwards had 0 free throws. He didn't need free throws, man. He was dunking on us, wasn't really trying to draw fouls. He was kicking the ball out. He was playing ethical hoops on offense. Except, like, Anthony Edwards was just playing good basketball, man. Austin Reeves feels sort of lost. I agree with that, Deshimo. Like, sort of. Because he has some really good moments. He has some really, really good moments. And then other moments, it's like, what the heck are you doing? How are you short on the 3? How are you short on the floater? But you hit the hard ones earlier. Because it's less pressure? I don't know. He's young still. But Anthony Edwards is the same age. Anthony Edwards might be younger. I hope LeBron stays one more year. If Lakers GM does good offseason, they can literally, yeah, that's for sure. They can up their ceiling, and then they can be a contender next year. But right now, you have an ability to at least win this series, guys. You have that. That is an option for you. Go try and win it. Go give more effort than you gave today at the end. 4:37 to go. The worst 4:37 of the season. 13-1 stretch. Come on, man. There actually was. Where you get that shirt, it's fire. I actually got it in Venice Beach. I appreciate that, bro. If you go to Venice Beach, there's a guy selling it just like right on the street. He's got a shop. He's pretty dope. It's like an older Chinese guy. The shirt was there. I had to get it, bro. I had to. Gabe Vincent, we were talking about. Oh, yeah, but Gabe played well tonight. But I honestly thought he should have played more. I thought he should have played like 24 minutes roughly. Take away some of those Luka and Austin minutes together. Keep splitting them. Oh yeah, the whistles in the crowd was a little crazy. We need some center. We need a center and some depth. Agreed. Young center, young depth, but guys that look like they're built for the moment. Do we cut Rui's minutes down? The issue is Rui played such great defense for 3 quarters. And then in the fourth, it was like, what the hell? What the helly? What the helly Hachimura, bro? Like, why are you jumping? Why are you jumping like you're Vando? Why are you guys so antsy? I'm going to be very upset if we lose round 1. It would be a failure, IDC. It would be a failure for the season. Yeah, okay. So this is actually an interesting comment by Caprissimo. Luka is a selfish player. We can talk about that. Luka Doncic is so good that he believes if he has the ball, he will make the right play. So I can understand that. And I think, I don't know if he's selfish. I would more likely say that he has such belief in his ability that he believes that if he has the ball, it will result in a score every single time down. And that is the irrational confidence JJ Redick used to talk about on his podcast. That's why you have a guy like Luka Doncic. He hit that crazy 3 on Randall. That it's what you pay for, right? When you have Luka. But Luka's, the way he contradicts that is his mobility on defense and lack of resistance in clutch moments on defense. It has nothing to do with how getting those stops in the beginning. It has everything to do with getting those stops at the end and taking accountability for that side of the ball. Because everyone will be okay with him shooting crazy shots if he gets stops, right? And that's the irrational confidence that you need from Luka Doncic to be a Kobe, to be a whatever. But Kobe played a fuck ton of defense. Kobe even took the right shots for him. He didn't just take it to take it, right? So that's the difference. If Luka starts to take the right shots for him and is focused on getting stops, they'll allow him to do what he wants. And they should. But Jamal Murray, what are you doing on TikTok Live, bro? That's hilarious, bro. Shout out Jamal. I was screaming at my TV to take Rui out the game, man. Absolutely, Bodie. Rui was awful tonight in the fourth. 4:37 to go. Sad. Letting Jaden McDaniels go off and only make 1 3 is literally the reason why we need this. Yeah. Jaden McDaniels is like, you're all shorter than me. I'm just going to go to the rack. Reverse layup, Euro step, straight on layups. Anthony Edwards with his easiest layups of his life, you know. Goodwin played so well. He played well for a while. Absolutely. Except for that layup, man. The layup was frustrating. Vincent and Goodwin are so fun when they're playing smart. Yeah. When they're playing smart, the Lakers look like a great team. Goodwin had a great steal. A fantastic steal in the half court. That's when I was like, oh my God, the Lakers can do something here. They can win this. They can execute and win this game. But the execution, I was overestimating what they could do. I was overestimating what they could execute. Kobe was an elite defender and scorer. I wish I could have watched him more. He was amazing. Pilot, I was lucky enough to watch a majority of his career. Try and find full games if you can. I always tell people that. Try and find full games of Kobe if you can. NBA TV or like YouTube and stuff. Just the way he approached the entire game, it's a lot more understandable, the stats and whatever, why it resulted in that. It was just amazing, bro. I think all Lakers fans were really spoiled having Kobe Bryant be the star we grew up on, at least in my generation. Um, JJ Loki sold coaching today. Yeah, my brother agrees with you. JJ Redick, and I agree with you. JJ Redick had a bad coaching day. I at first defended Luka Doncic staying in the third quarter, but um, honestly, there were moments that were so bad for him and moments that were so good for him. So it's like he just split. He went even. But ultimately, if Gabe is playing good defense, just let him play for a while. Trust your role players because you can't win these series without them. If you just treat them like they're 15-minute a night bench guys, what kind of confidence are they going to have when they need to hit a shot in the end? You can't win the game with just 5 guys. You cannot. You have to win the game with 8 guys. We've talked about that for years, watching these teams change every single year. And it's been a new finals team since 2020 for 5 years. Or 4 years, I guess. 5 years. It's because the top 8 are the best 8 in the league. Lakers, Bucks, Warriors. Who won in? Oh, and fucking, we're not going to talk about Boston, all right? And Denver. We're not talking about Denver or Boston. Yeah, Naz Reid would be perfect. He's a free agent in the offseason. I would love Naz Reid. Randall's actually starting to fit in. He's looking so good. He's playing really well. He's playing really good playoff basketball. Should have never rescinded the trade if we're not going to play Dalton. I half agree, half don't, because you gave up the pick and you're claiming Mark Williams is going to be injured for a long time. So if you're really strong by those claims, then keep it. But I would like to see Dalton Connect play. I can't disagree with you. I think the Lakers need gravity on the corners. The Timberwolves don't respect their corners really at all. They don't respect the corners at all. And Dalton Connect would force that. I'm still hopeful that we can make the finals. I'm Delulu, but I think bracket path is favorable. I agree. I'm Delulu too. Why are they constantly jumping for pump fakes? I don't know, Aldo. I think they're still in middle school. JJ has still gotten out coached twice so far, so he has to be in the lab for game 4. Yeah, I'd say it's 2-1 coaching as well as the players. What about the poster on Luka? It was cool. Knew it was gonna happen. Like Anthony Edwards is gonna dunk on one of these like softer guys once a game. It's not even surprising anymore. I think the winner of LA and Minnesota has a good shot. Yeah. Although I think OKC has the best shot in the West. People were baking Randall performance game 2, and I was furious. Dude, lazy defense and turnover caused it. Yep. Stats are somewhat misleading. Kobe's best I've ever seen. I agree, bro. Luka played like shit in the third defensively and just lazy. Completely agree, Jacob. T-Wolves winning in 6, man. They're the best matchup for the Lakers. They are a top 3 matchup for the Lakers, I would say, in the entire league. Really good matchup because they're physical, strong, and really gritty, man. Really gritty, and they don't give a shit if you're a star or a former star. I liked I didn't see much of the Orlando Celtics game. I only saw bits and pieces when I was at the gym, but should win with Tatum out at least once. I love Orlando. They were one of my favorite teams just in general when they started this young core with Paolo and Franz. I absolutely love them. Like, I just hope Jalen Suggs can get healthy. Anthony Black becomes a knockdown 3-point shooter, and they figure out their center position. Wendell Carter had a nice dunk that I saw. That fake whistle, though, from the crowd was so lame. It was lame, but I don't know why Luka stopped playing. It's definitely lame, but I don't know why he stopped playing. T-Wolves are the best matchup for the Lakers in the West. Yeah, maybe besides OKC. Aldo gets me so annoyed, bro. Jacob is saying that. I love Reeves, too. I'm NGL. I hope Lakers win the series, but if Minnesota wins, I think they have a good shot at the chip. Fair. Oh, this is like a full Luka shirt. Series over, gang. That's funny. Played the wrong people and did horrible plays on the. Yeah. Vando Goodwin can't play together. Lol. Damn. I agree, but they had good moments and really bad moments together, so I agree. Net neutral. They only use Hayes for tip off. Yeah, lol. Yeah, at this point. F Denver and Boston agreed. I don't think it's JJ getting out coached. I think it's lack of execution down the stretch and turnovers. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a very fair point. The execution and the turnovers is the number one problem. Don't get me wrong, but JJ having his third quarter mishap is part of it. Momentum matters, but I think the biggest is the execution and turnovers by the players. Be smarter. You are smarter. Prove it. Godwin was putting in some pain, though, for sure. Sending Rui back to Japan, and Luka was selling first quarter. Yeah. First and third. Wolves in 6. Genuinely, bro. If Orlando can fix their offensive problems, they're contenders. Yeah, I would give Orlando 1 to 2 years to be like a conference finals team. I really like Orlando. Was it rigged? That's funny. Hey, so bad he can't get a full quarter PT. Yep. You think the Lakers still got this? I think the Lakers can win game 4. Appreciate the follow, Noah, by the way. I forgot to say. Appreciate everyone that's following and commenting. You guys are great. Absolutely wonderful conversation tonight. I know we're all in pain right now, and if you're not, you're enjoying the pain, so keep enjoying. Follow up. Like as much as you can, guys. Would have been such a good win today. Now we have to win. I see Wavy Bone, bro. Facts. I thought today could be a phenomenal win if possible. Like, you could have won this game. Really could have won this game. And it's going to frustrate us until we get to game 4 because you could have won this game. It was in your reach. It was literally in your reach. Rui Deadash should have fouled out, but his defense was so bad, refs let him off the hook. Yeah. You think there's a sequence in the third quarter where effort was not there on the boards. Yep. They just watched the ball. Oh, Tatum played. I'm tweaking this. Am I tweaking or am I not? Braun laughing in the fourth. Like, yeah. Why are we laughing? Only down 6. Few minutes left. You can hit 2 threes. But Braun was probably like talking to him about like my team's not giving me anything today. No effort. It's not even the talent, issue. It's just where's the effort? Wolves are cooking. They are cooking us. Really good ball handling and really good driving and kicking by Anthony Edwards. Yeah, NGL 2018 LeBron had zero emotion, didn't care about nothing, for sure. For sure. Yep, it would have given me so much hope. Man, if the Lakers found a way to win this game, Lakers Nation would be in a frenzy, number 1. And number 2, you gain control of this series. Now you're at risk of losing it altogether. Game 4 must win, guys. Game 4 must win. You see the Lakers winning the next 2, and hey, if you can win in Minnesota and then win the first one at home, there goes your control. It's back. It's flipped over. If Luka Doncic is healthy, doesn't have this stomach bug in game 4, and goes out and wins it with LeBron, Austin, Rui, DFS, Vando, Gabe, Goodwin, hopefully 2 possessions of Dalton Connect, we talk differently. But the way you lost this game, disgusting. And we all agree it was disgusting. LeBron was saying that it feels like he was back in Cleveland. That's hilarious. Can't win with Luka 40, LeBron 40 probably. Nope. We're not packing shit up yet, even though I respect that. Luka trying to get foul call and giving up a free. Yeah. Although he wasn't trying to get the foul call. He was actually, he heard a whistle, and I guess a fan in the crowd had brought a whistle that's not allowed, and that happened. Who's winning this game versus Rockets versus Warriors? I think the Warriors are going to win in Golden State. I think they'll win in Golden State. NBA rigged. Oh, wait, yeah. That's a Jimmy dependent thing, though. If Jimmy's not playing, they're losing the series. If Jimmy plays, they win every game he plays, in my opinion. LeBron turned himself 10 years back, and the Lakers still sold. Everybody is stepping up at the wrong times. They need to show up all at once. Completely agree. Not everyone showed up all at once, and that's not going to win you anything, guys. Who's winning next? Nick versus Pistons. It's going to be a good game, bro. Let's give Detroit the home court. Let's see if they can win one. These past series for Lakers just been pain. Yep. The series are always such pain because they have such glaring weaknesses. And it's always been because of a big, no matter what sized team they have. It's always big related. Crazy. Jimmy elevates that team a whole new... Yeah, two-way player, man. Two-way player. Playoff two-way player. Especially after Denver. Yeah, Denver is PTSD. I'm glad they're losing. Frankly, I don't normally like to see the Clippers win, but I think if you're going to fall on your own ass, you might as well see your enemy fall on their ass too. Who winning the next game? Knicks versus Pistons. I'm telling you, bro. I think the Pistons. Draymond gonna end up fighting someone next game. Lol. Check what he said. What did he say? I think we'd all love to see it. Kyle Hamilton tweeted, "I'm here if y'all need me at Lakers." He guarded Anthony Edwards in high school. That's funny. Luka was vomiting all day and was really sick. JJ Redick says, "The fact is we have no rim protection. So if we give up blow bys, we're going to give up a three or a shot at the rim. We'll look at everything, but we still believe in Jackson." Wow. We do not believe in Jackson. We clearly do not believe in Jackson. 9 minutes. And fouling all the damn time. Yeah, I feel like Trelquan Edwards, appreciate the follow. I think the only way they win it is if they go to 7. That's the only way. Oh, wow. Colorado Buffaloes posted 10 minutes of Shadur Sanders highlights. That's respect, man. He's getting blackballed. That is like actually messed up. Damn, Drake won 1.023 million. Luka Doncic even tried to point it at the ref and said twice. Luka Doncic reaction, and no technical by the way. And Luka Doncic was like, "Huh." Wow, the Rui hate is heavy. All LA sports lost tonight. Damn. Timberwolves, Kings, and Dodgers. ESPN, LA. Why are we exposing ourselves? Going 7 is not. Jacob, I agree, bro. If this goes 7, my sanity is gone. I won't have a heart anymore. Jaden McDaniels and Nas Reed said it was a better than Lakers crowd for sure. I think that's the real 6-man. Yeah, Minnesota was louder. Luka losing Conley on the glass. Just right, Cole tweeted this. Vando throwing the ball to the other team after a rebound. LeBron smoking layups. LeBron fumbling a pass and went right into his hands. Let's talk about the Vando jumping on guys. Hayes jumping on guys. Bad, man. Very, very bad. Yep. It was a better crowd, man. I don't know what's happening in LA. Depressing loss, guys. Depressing loss. Could have built the lead. Could have built the lead many times in the first half. Up 4, up 5. Gave the ball away. Didn't D up. Missed wide open shots. Made tough ones. Threw away the ball. Turnovers. Vando, Luke, Austin. Could have built that lead. Then you go into the second half up 4. And you lose the lead pretty fast. And then you're just playing behind the whole quarter. And then Luka hits a magnificent shot, bring you within 1. You give up a bucket again. Tied going into the last 4-minute stretch. 13-1 run because you didn't give enough of a shit. Guys, that's it for me tonight. This is a crazy series. I love all of you. Alexis, you still think that LA can win this series? I think so. I think it's just going to be game by game with this team because they are so different game by game. They are so different game by game, man. There's just The inconsistency of who they are from game to game is incredibly frustrating. Um, it's unethical hoops sometimes. And then other times it's like, damn, why do you look so good? Why do you look like a championship level team in this game? But the next game, you're making middle school, high school errors, JV errors. Someone is going to have to explain that to me one day. And I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know when it's going to be, chat. Everyone, appreciate you. Keep liking up. Everyone follow so you get the notification that I will be going live after game 4, maybe at halftime of game 4 as well. I love you all. TikTok, you've been fantastic. YouTube, you as well. Everyone go follow on YouTube at @ish_NBA. It's the same as my TikTok. We're trying to get up to like 500 subscribers there, so we're low on that one. Let's go crazy. If I appreciate all of you if you could sub, and then we'll be back live. Game 4 for hopefully a much better output than what the Lakers gave us tonight. Peace, guys.